So I just made a video about encouraging parents to consider investing in borrowing books for the holiday for the kids. And it just occurred to me that sometimes the children don't even seem interested in reading books. I learned this from the parenting this thing I'm doing, that sometimes the reason they are not preferring books is because they have options, right? So instead of, the idea is just don't make any other thing available for them. They will gravitate towards it because last children can read. They just, because they have other options of what they can do. That's why they are still not liking books. So keep books everywhere around. Leave one book in the dining, leave one book in the living room, on their bed, just put books around, and do. And something else you can probably do is, I mean, I know one of the tricks I do with my daughter, if it's a book she's not interested in, maybe like biography, story of somebody's life that I know that it doesn't have pictures, so she may not immediately gravitate towards it, is you can start maybe one bedtime, or maybe one time you have like 10 minutes to spare. Put your phone away and tell her, okay, I'll tell her, you read one page, I'll read the next page, then you read this page, then I'll read the next page. What happens is that the moment she gets very interested, because as she's reading the book, I don't know where I can find one of, I borrowed some biographies, but they are fluff and I can't find them quickly, and I don't want to be taking too much time. So what happens is that she's reading the book, I make it interesting. Like, he said he did what? Now, wow, now these things happened. Do you know it happened to me when I was little? So she's getting invested in the conversation. Then it's my turn to read a page, and I'm like, please, can you just start reading it? I'll catch up with you. And then she gets interested. Before you know it, they are invested in the story to the point where they want to continue themselves. So you've built the imagination for them, you've interacted, you've eased them into it, and they will pick it up. What you can do if your child is a conversationalist is, maybe after a couple chapters, if you see they've done a certain, they've read it to a certain extent, not say, sorry, I missed those few pages. Can you tell me what happened in it? So it's sort of a review. Speaking of reviews, oh, that's another. So it's sort of a review, right? To do that, like to they then get the chance to gist you about what they've read so far. And by all means, seem very interested. Be interested, right? Because you want to know what your child is taking in. So be interested. So like, oh, okay. So this was a kind of environment they had. See how things are different now. You be, just make a conversation out of it. It keeps them invested in it, because now they want to gist you the next thing they've read. So that's it for how that's really my couple tips on how to get your children interested in books. But a trick is definitely make books available everywhere for them.